All right, welcome back. So this is the biggest week, the biggest race in all of sprint car racing. It is the granddaddy of them all. It is the Knoxville Nationals. And I know several people that, maybe are new fans to sprint car racing this year that have maybe never even seen a Knoxville Nationals. Maybe they've seen it once or twice, but they don't know how the format works. It can be very, very confusing to a new race fan, even for experienced fans. This can be a very confusing format to follow. And so we've got it all written on the board here for you. If you want to, you can zoom in on your phone on YouTube to kind of look at the things a little bit closer. If I'm going a little bit too fast or whatever, you can screenshot it, do whatever you need to do. But this is the format for the next 4 nights over at the Knoxville Raceway. The blue writing it's going to be the format for Wednesday and Thursday night. So it's the same format on Wednesday and Thursday. And then on Friday, that is the red writing. That's the red portion of the board. That is Hard Knox Friday night. And then the green writing is the finale on Saturday night, what you will see on the racetrack. So we'll start here in the blue writing. Of course, once again, this is for Wednesday and Thursday night in the blue writing. The first thing that is, a little bit different from maybe a normal show with the Outlaws or whatever, or High Limit. It is one flight of qualifying. Normally, with High Limit, it's 32 cars. The field gets split in half. With the Outlaws, I believe it is 38 cars, and then they split in half. But it does not matter how many cars there are at the Knoxville Raceway. On a prelim night, it is one flight of qualifying on Wednesday and Thursday. So if you get a late draw, your Nationals could very well be over if the track is not in good shape all the way throughout that qualifying session. But you get points. That is the name of the game on the first 2 nights of the Nationals. The points go like this. For qualifying, if you go quick time overall, first place gets 200 points, and it goes down by 2 points after that for every single position. Second, 198, third, 196, fourth, 194, fifth, 192, and so on and so forth all the way down the line. Now, the top 40 qualifiers, they will make what they call the invert, right? So the invert is the fastest qualifier is going to start 8th in the heat race, and the 40th place qualifier is going to start on the pole of the heat race. And it just kind of, second will be in the second heat race. He'll start 8th. 39th car will start first in the second heat race. That's how the invert works. It's a little bit confusing for people that don't know how it works, but we're going to try and explain it a little bit better here. In the heat races, there are 5 heat races overall. And as we mentioned, it is an 8-car invert. So the fast cars are going to start in row number 4. The slower cars are going to start towards the front. But the slowest cars, the guys that qualify 41st on back, they will start in row 5 or row 6 of the heat race, depending on the car count, obviously. In the heat races, it is 4 cars transferring to the A main, and there are points in the heat races as well. So first place in the heat race, we have 100 points. It goes down by 3 points per position after that. Second, 97. Third, 94. Fourth, 91. Fifth, 88. So on and so forth down the line. Obviously, it depends on the car count. There could be 10 cars a heat race, could be 11, could be 12. We will have to wait and see what exactly the car count is. Then on the prelim nights, there will be a C main. The drivers in the C main will be the 9th and 10th, maybe the 11th, maybe the 12th, but definitely the 9th and the 10th finishers in the heat races. The C main will be 10 laps. The top 4 will go to the B main, and there are points for the drivers that do not transfer from the C main. 5th place, 92. 6th place, 92 points for every spot after that. Those top 4 finishers will then move on to the B main, and the B main, the guys in front of the C main transfers will be the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th place finishers from the heat races. The B main will be 12 laps. It'll be top 4 transferring to the A main. There are points, once again, for the drivers that do not transfer from the B main. 5th place, 142. 6th place, 140. 7th, 138, all the way down the line in the B main. And then in the feature, this is obviously the most important part of the night. 25 laps. The top 8 drivers in points from qualifying and the heat races will be inverted once again. The top 8 will start, they'll be inverted all the way. So the high point guy from qualifying in the heat races, he will start 8th in the feature and try to make his way forward in the 25-lap main event. The points in the feature are once again 200 points to win, similar to qualifying, and 2 points after that for every position. 198 for second, 196 for third, 194 for fourth, and 192 for fifth, all the way back down to the 24th place finisher in the main event. Now, the most important thing you need to know, the top 16 in overall event points after Wednesday and Thursday night combined, and obviously, Wednesday, there's going to be 50-ish cars going, and then another 50 cars going on Thursday. But when the points are all tallied up, it's the top 16 from both nights. So there could be 10 cars from Wednesday night and only 6 cars from Thursday night. We'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out. But the top 16 in points after both prelim nights, those drivers are locked into the Knoxville Nationals on Saturday night. And the rest of the positions, well, we're about to tell you how you're able to get those. Now, on Friday night, they call it Hard Knocks Night. It's been a part of the format here for a couple of years now. On Hard Knocks Night, it's a little bit different. There are 2 flights of qualifying on Hard Knocks Night because there's going to be about 80 to 90 cars racing on Friday night. Friday, you definitely get the most bang for your buck as a fan. There's a lot of racing that goes on Friday. 2 flights of qualifying, no points on the line for Hard Knocks Night. Flight A will be heat races 1 through 3. Flight B will be heat races 4 through 6. In the heat races, there's 6 of them. They will go 8 laps around the racetrack, a 4-car invert in the heat races, and the top 3 finishers will transfer to the A main. There will be a C main, of course, on Friday night, maybe even a D main potentially. So the 10th place finisher from the heat races and the rest of them, 11th, 12th, 13th, those drivers will go to the C main. There'll be 10 laps, and the top 12 finishers will go to one of 2 B mains. That's the difference on Hard Knocks Night compared to Wednesday and Thursday. There are 2 B main events. So the top 12 from the C main then go to the B main. That will be 12 laps, and the top 3 will transfer from that. So 6 cars will go to the back of the Hard Knocks Night feature event, which will be 25 laps, and the top 4 finishers. So you want to be in the top 4 on Friday night of the Hard Knocks night of Knoxville Nationals. If that is the case, those drivers will start 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th in the Saturday night main event. And for the rest of the drivers, the guys 5th on back, the C main cars, the B main cars, they have to come back and have a early night, I guess you could say, on the Saturday portion to finish things off. On Saturday, there is no qualifying. There are no heat races, but there is an E main, a D main. I don't have room on the board for all of those, so we'll start with the C main. The C main will be 15 laps. Top 4 transfer to the B main. The B main is 22 laps. And to put that into perspective, a regular show, a weekly show at Knoxville is 20 laps in the 410s. The B main, 22 laps, giving those drivers from the B ample opportunity to make the drivers from the C ample opportunity to try and make their way up to the transfer spots. But after 22 laps in the B main, the top 4 drivers will move on, and they will start 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th in the A main on Saturday. The A main is 50 laps. It's lined up by the top 16 in points from the first 2 days, and then it's the drivers from the B main that just transferred, and then it's going to be the Hard Knocks guys from Friday night rounding out the rest of the field. There are no provisionals in the Knoxville Nationals, which is one thing that maybe you can get questions. No provisionals over at the Knoxville Nationals. So that is the format. Now, we do need to mention this as well. The perfect score. So you probably could, do easy math. It's 200 points plus 100 points plus 200 points. If you're able to go quick time overall, you're able to go 8th to 1st in the heat race, and you're able to go 8th to 1st in the feature. You get 500 points. That is a perfect score at the Knoxville Nationals. The last time that happened was David Gravel in 2017. I believe it's only happened 2 or 3 times in the history of this event. So a perfect score is attainable, but is very, very tough to do. I did want to look at this a little bit, the black writing right here. The last 5 years, the most points earned by a driver. 2019, Aaron Reitzel, he got 487 points. In 2021, it was Giovanni Scelzi. He also got 487 points. Austin McCarl in 2022, he had 477 points. And in the last 2 years, it's been Kyle Larson, the most points. 482 in 2023 and 490 in 2024. So very close to a perfect score there for Kyle Larson 1 year ago. So we'll see who is able to get in the top 16. We'll see who goes to Hard Knocks Night. We'll see if anybody can get a perfect score during the 2025 running of the Knoxville Nationals. Hopefully this video helped you out a little bit in learning the format and trying to figure out how things work. Let us know in the comment section if it did help you out. If it made you even more confused, I'm sorry. There's not much else I can do than write on the board there and try to explain it to you. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will continue our Knoxville Nationals coverage tomorrow here on the Rodman Rundown.